Nashville.
This is the ABC Evening News with Harry Reisner and Barbara Walters.
Good evening. Our top story, some bad economic news and some good. Unemployment rose in June to 7.1%, but wholesale prices fell by 0.6%. We'll have a report on what this means. Continuing hot weather brings a severe water shortage to Washington and nearby areas. More than 40 people are injured in a train collision in Cleveland. And the Empress of Iran answers critics of her husband's regime. Harry?
A government economist said today that the unemployment increase in June to 7.1% may be the beginning of serious trouble. Unemployment was up from 6.9% in May. At the same time, wholesale prices dropped in June by 0.6%, the biggest drop in 4 years. Economics editor Dan Kortz has more.
Today's economic news is a mixed bag. The good news for consumers is the fact wholesale food prices are down. By so much, it should bring some price cutting in the country's supermarkets in the months ahead. Farm prices plummeted 6.3%, but more important, wholesale prices of foods that are processed and ready for the grocer's shelves also fell by 1.3%. Wholesale prices are what the supermarket operators pay, so a drop in those prices should be passed along to retail customers pretty soon. Probably even more significant are the prices of industrial commodities, which include all kinds of manufactured goods from clothing to cars. What happens to their prices tell us a lot more about the inflation rate. And last month, they rose only 0.3%, the smallest increase this year. Today's bad news, of course, is that unemployment is going up again after several months of improvement. And the reason is not all those teenagers out of school and looking for summer jobs. Teenage unemployment is up, but the sharpest rise in unemployment was among adult women. The number of officially unemployed women shot up 15% to nearly 2.6 million. In the past couple of years, women have poured into the labor force in record numbers, often because they have to work so their families can make ends meet. And that influx of women is the big reason why even our expanding economy can't create jobs fast enough to bring down unemployment much. Dan Kortz, ABC News, Washington.
Stock prices generally were mixed today in moderately active trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost about 1.5 points to close at 907.99. Standard & Poor's Index was down 0.14. The American Stock Exchange Index closed up 1 point.
The drought and continuing extreme heat in parts of the Southeast are starting to make real trouble, not only in terms of comfort, but now in terms of dollars and cents. The governor of Virginia has asked that 14 counties in his state be made eligible for federal disaster relief. Charles Gibson has more.
The drought is hitting both city and country around Washington, but the farm damage seems worse. Fauquier County, Virginia, typical. No rain to speak of since November, and the corn, which should be waist high, isn't.
Well, I guess it's been about as bad as I've ever seen it. I've been here 45 years in farming, and all told, with the drought and frost 8th of June, I guess it's been the worst season I've ever had since I've been farming.
County supervisors peg the damage at $5 million just in crop loss. Virginia officials say that's about average for the 14 counties affected. And it doesn't count the cattle farmers selling off stock because they don't have enough feed. While we were visiting the Cecil Lomax farm this afternoon, a storm hit. But quick storms like this one aren't the answer.
Well, it sure won't hurt us. But what we need is a week of rain to get the ground really saturated to do any good for grass or corn. And the temperature's 100 degrees or better, while the showers, they don't amount to much.
If President Carter does declare the 14 Virginia counties disaster areas, farmers will be able to get emergency livestock feed supplies and low-interest loans to compensate for their disastrous crops. In the city, the Washington water shortage isn't critical yet, but it's getting there. Water watchers are comparing the present situation to the summer of 1966.